let's call it like it is. Finding investment property, especially in Naples, Florida, has not been easy over the past few years. In this video, we're going to talk about some of the challenges that we've had, but we're also going to talk about what opportunities are ahead of us. And we're going to highlight one particular opportunity that I think that is worth you waiting for, because it is one of the most unique, best opportunities here in Naples, Florida. So what does every investor want? A return on their money. And some of the challenges that have been happening over the course of really the last decade in Florida have been rising prices. So if the real estate's more expensive, that's going to chip away at your potential for earning that revenue. The insurance costs have increased significantly, and getting insurance has been a big problem. Interest rates have been increasing significantly, and there's potential for some of the storm damages that have come away. So it has not been a great environment for new investors coming into the marketplace. It's been very favorable for people who purchased at the low time in the market, say 2009, 2010, but fast forward to the last few years and it has been a bit of a struggle. Things are starting to change here in Naples, Florida, in that we have more inventory now than we have had in over 8 years. And so that creates a unique opportunity as a buyer to start to make decisions that you could not have made previously. Your ability to negotiate has now increased significantly. You can look at a property and not have to bid $100,000 more than asking price, because there are more options for you as a buyer, and the sellers are starting to feel a lot of that pressure. We have seen on any given 7-day period, we're seeing an average of approximately 10% of the overall market is experiencing a price reduction. What that tells us is that there are some motivated sellers out there who are looking to sell. So it doesn't matter if it's a buyer's market or a seller's market, we're always going to have real estate that transacts. And right now is an interesting and important time to where the buyer now has a lot more cards than they have in over 5 years, that since COVID took place. So what has changed? Really, since 2022, which we would consider the height of the market, prices have come down approximately 12% overall in the market here in Naples. And so again, prices have changed, and so that's a better situation for an investor. What also has changed is there have been some relief that we've seen around insurance, not a lot, but here's the thing. When it comes to finding a good investment property, typically, if you're closer to the beach, you're going to have a higher insurance, right? Closer to the beach, closer to where hurricanes come, more possibility of flood. But if you find an investment property either not as close to the beach or one that is not in a primary flood zone, that can be a big relief for the flood insurance costs, and therefore at the end of the day, more money in your pocket as an investor. And so we're really looking at opportunities like that as good potential going forward. So let's talk about a really interesting opportunity that I think might be worth exploring, and that is a unique property here in Park Shore, which is in North Naples. It's called Park Shore Resort. Now, this resort, I'm going to tell you what's unique. Number one, there's 157 units here, all surrounding a lake with an island that has some amazing amenities. One of those amenities is actually Hogfish Harry's, which is a public restaurant. However, it's very highly rated, has amazing hogfish, obviously, grouper sandwiches, ahi tuna. It is amazing the type of cuisine that you can get inside of this complex. Also has a resort-style pool, 2 tennis courts, 6 pickleball courts. But here's the deal. It's only approximately a 20-minute walk to the beach. And so you're about 3/4 of a mile from Park Shore beaches, which is incredible. Also, on top of that, the property allows for nightly rentals. That is very unusual here in Naples, Florida, because most condo complexes are going to require a minimum 30-day stay, but not here at Park Shore Resort. They only require a 1-night minimum, so you can rent this out 365 different times in any given year. Amazing. They have on-site management as well, so that if you don't want to self-manage, you've got that option here. And then the other unique thing, we talked about the flood insurance. We are only 3/4 of a mile away from the beach, but this is not in a special flood zone. It's actually in the 500-year floodplain, and so there would not be any required flood insurance on this particular property. Now, one look around the property and you'll start to really understand the association actually cares about this property. It's very well maintained. And, you know, from a nightly rental perspective, during season, we'll see the units rent for anywhere from $300 to $400 per night. Off season, anywhere from about $150 to $250 per night. So it's a very reasonable rental rate for people to enjoy Naples, be close to the beach, etc., which is a really big deal. So let's talk some other numbers. When it comes to the association fees, that has been one of the biggest challenges when it comes to rental return at the end of the day. The association fee is a little over $1,200 per month as an owner. So yeah, that is a bit painful, but you also have to understand that includes almost everything that you would need besides electricity. So you're not going to have any giant surprises like, oh, we need a new roof, etc. And also on top of that, the association has done a lot of major renovations in the past few years. All of the buildings have new roofs. All of the buildings have new impact sliders on the back lanai, all new painting. The property is in very good condition. And on top of that, they have $2.4 million in reserves for any potential challenges. So the only thing that I'm aware of, and again, it's important to do your own due diligence, but they are going to be replacing some of the exterior side windows with impact windows with the hope and goal that it'll lower the insurance and then lower the overall monthly fees that you have to pay as an owner. So overall, it seems like the management is doing an amazing job in this complex. So I thought it'd be very helpful to show you the inside of one of the units here at Park Shore Resort. Now, this unit is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, just under 900 square feet, and this unit's been remodeled. The owners get to choose what they want to do inside. And so you can start to see in here beautiful new custom cabinetry, quartz countertops, all stainless steel appliances. The unit does have washer and dryer inside, and all of the bathrooms have been updated, remodeled as well. So this unit comes turnkey furnished, and it's $469,000 is what the owner is asking. Now, here's the deal. There are different units in here that have a lot of different views. That's a big component of it. But the complex has done a really good job of keeping the buildings updated and keeping the entire building, the very good maintenance everywhere. So these are impact sliders that are put on every single unit in here. And then we have new porcelain tile. And take a look at the view out here. So it's a nice big lanai. We can look over the amenities that are in the island right there. It's just an amazing overall setup. So this is one example. Now keep in mind that there are other units that are in here that are less expensive. So you can get under $400,000, but a lot of the remodel that you see in this particular property would not be in a unit that's under $400,000. Now, as with any potential investment, it is important to do your own research. Now, me and my team can provide you access to all of the financials, the condo docs, etc. And so if this is a property that you want to explore, by all means, reach out. The contact information is in the description below, and me and my team would be honored to be able to help you. And if it's not here, we'll look at other potential opportunities in Naples, Florida, or other parts of Southwest Florida. Well, that's it for now. Have an amazing and blessed day. Thanks so much for watching.